CrossFit does really well, and is part of why it's so popular is that it does have that community to it. Is
Right.
that uh is that like obviously that's kind of part of the product because it's cross country. Every CrossFit gym has its own place, but how much of that is just like is there a playbook? Like is that given to you from like CrossFit Inc? Is it like fun fact, this is how you create a community?
Explicitly, no. They'll talk a little bit about how shared experiences, especially shared suffering, even though
Yeah,
suffering is kind of a strong word, will
sure.
just naturally create community.
Right.
And so, in any kind of gym, you work really hard, but the the fact that we're all doing the same workout, it's scaled to everyone's unique ability level.
Hmm.
We can change the load, we can change the range of motion, we can change the movement itself, but try to keep the stimulus similar. So, like, if I work out at my gym with one of our 86-year-olds who graduated from the Legends program for seniors and is, bad enough to be able to work out in the class with the rest of the young people,
By
we're
bad,
probably going to be,
you mean badass
yeah,
enough. Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Like
I
okay.
wasn't sure if I like what we're allowed to say, not
Yeah,
say,
yeah. No,
but
not awful, but like they're yeah, they're awesome bad.
he,
Yeah,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Just to be
He,
clear.
he, I'm thinking of a specific person, and he is a badass. He's like, I would say he's the coolest person in the gym because I'd rather be him when I'm 86 than be able to, clean and jerk 300 pounds when I'm
Sure.
30. But anyway, so we're gonna be doing different types of movements, different loads and stuff. But we're doing the same workout together. 3, 2, 1, go. We're going at the same time. We're talking smack between sets if we're resting or whatever. We're
Yeah.
all gathering around the whiteboard at the start before class to go over the workout to talk about announcements and things like that. And so all that sort of just inherently creates a community. The military and places like that obviously haven't figured
Yeah.
out what the shared suffering aspect, and then team sports kind of haven't figured out with the everybody doing the same program type
Right.
thing. And so CrossFit is sort of just like a little bit of the principles from those two areas, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah, because to me that's the CrossFit secret sauce. To me, it seems
Absolutely.
yeah.
Which, I mean, it's no secret. Like,
Yeah.
again, I keep talking about Coach Glassman, but he would always talk about that the most important component of all this stuff is really the emotional component, because adherence and consistency is sort of the magic in fitness. I mean, put you on almost any program on earth and have you do it consistently, and
Yeah.
you're gonna get fitter. That's better than doing
Right.
the literal greatest program on earth but not doing it
Right.
consistently, right?
Right.
So that emotional component and the EQ part of it is the single largest determining factor, I think, in why people keep coming back.
Yeah, and why it's grown and all that. And I think it's also uh I to me I like it because our world is so like we're so isolated. Like
Mm-hmm.
specifically now in 2021, but like even before that, like like churches were diminishing, like all these kind of like institutions where people would get together were
Right,
were just dying off.
right.
There used to be like men's clubs, like the Elks or something like that. Like I don't even know,
Yeah.
but it used to be a thing, and they used to name them after like
All sorts of various
animals.
animals. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's the
all like
moose, the
Western
elk, and
animal. Yeah, moose, elk.
there's
Sure,
another
there's
one
a
I'm forgetting.
uh, the Buffalo Knights of Columbus is the Catholic one.
Yeah, there's Lions Club. That's a thing,
Oh
right?
yeah, the Lions. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's
So
all any animal. There's probably a club out there for.
there's probably a club for every animal out there. Yeah, but like those all died off for various
Right.
reasons, like the animal.
Mm-hmm.
But I think CrossFit, like it's kind of giving people that outlet for some people. I mean, for some people it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't jive for them, but I think that's part of
Right.
CrossFit's appeal is that it provides that community for.
Right.
Uh,
So
mhm.
weirdly enough, a couple of years with CrossFit HQ, I had the pleasure of getting to go to Harvard a few times with kind of Coach Glassman and the entourage, and we always got invited to two different schools to he would speak, not me.
Mhm.
It was Harvard Business School,
Okay,
pretty obvious, fastest growing like franchise in human history,
sure. A lot of business stuff there. Yeah.
and Harvard Divinity School, where they
Ah,
would
that's
talk about
interesting.
CrossFit as church. or
Yeah.
something like that. And I mean, we talked earlier about like the people who get too crazy
Right. I even
evangelical
use the
about it,
word
which I'm not
evangelization. Like they evangelize
right,
for it. Yeah.
which I'm not a big fan of. But the kind of the center of this project that they were working on was the idea that there are these 5 characteristics of communities like that. And it's been years, so I honestly don't remember the
Sure.
characteristics, but there are these common things that you see in churches and these places where people gather and like provides a community, a sense of meaning, purpose, and significance. Uh, they work on outside projects and pursue common goals together, whatever it is. They were basically saying that you were seeing as church membership and things were declining, which I'm not saying it's a replacement for church. It's quite the opposite. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
Um,
But I mean, it is a replacement for community potentially.
right. Or
Yeah.
I would say a supplement. It
There you
should
go.
be a
That's a
supplement
better word.
anyway.
Supplement's a better word. You're right.
But unfortunately, I think for a lot of people it is a replacement, and you know that is what it is. But we're working on trying to change that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
At least a few
Slowly
of us out there.
trying.